At the World Economic Forum in Davos, we will meet Ani Asatryan. Ani is an angel investor from Armenia. Since 2018, she has invested in 12 startups and helps visionary founders in scaling companies globally and fostering innovation. We will talk about how she became an investor, the challenges many startups face, and the challenges of scaling companies, and how smaller companies can benefit through AI technology. Ani, it's so great to finally meet you here at the World Economic Forum in Davos. How was your trip so far?
Thank you. It's an amazing trip. I was coming 2 days to reach Davos, but I did my trip wonderful schedule, so I'm happy to be here.
And Ani, you are a professional investor. You're from Armenia. And maybe can you tell us about Armenia? I don't know anything about Armenia. So what makes the country special? Maybe tell our audience a little bit about Armenia, please.
Yes, thank you for the question. Armenia is a very small country. It's landlocked in Caucasus. Our neighbors are Turkey, Georgia, Azerbaijan, and Iran. We don't have a sea. It's make a little bit trouble for us, but as we say, also opportunities. People are very innovative and they are very well known for tech.
So a big tech community there as well. And what is like sort of the big topics? I mean, also, are you also big into AI at the moment?
Yes, I would like to go back in Soviet time. In Soviet time, Armenia was responsible for innovation and technology. So we have already history of background of making technologies. Even in Soviet time. But nowadays, because we don't have much to export and don't have a sea, so we understand our opportunity is to digital products to export. We don't need cars or any transportation means to export our products and knowledge. Before, like 15 years ago, Armenia was more or less in outsourcing our knowledge to other product companies in the world. But nowadays, we have even unicorns, which was born in Armenia and giving nice products to the world to enjoy the technology and solve the problems. This is current situation, and startup ecosystem started booming 10 years ago.
And you were actively involved there also as an investor. Maybe how did you get into the whole investment field? How did that happen?
Yes, it's very interesting. I was myself a startup founder. I had a travel application, but thanks God to my friends, they give me good advice not to continue much because there was no obvious demand for this app. And then I understand why not. I might start learning about this through investing. So it was opportunity to invest and to learn at the same time. I started investing in startups, and it was very interesting because I learned so much about different industries, which would not be possible to get insider information from these companies. And also, I met very interesting people in this industry through our BANA Angels network that I'm a member. I met so many talented and creative and successful people there.
Interesting. And for you as a woman, is it do you think different like in Armenia? Like are many women there also have similar positions like decision makers in the economy? What like maybe you can elaborate on that a little bit.
Yes, it's interesting that Armenia is doing perfect about giving high-level positions to women. Even we have many ministers, even the most man-dominated industries like defense or like justice, they are the ministers, they are women. Also, when I started investing in our club, yes, I was one of the early women who started investing in startups. But now we have many of them joining to club, and I hope it is not big issue. It's it's not problem to be a woman in this kind of industries in Armenia.
And yourself, do you invest more like locally in local startups, or are they maybe local ones who scale also globally? Maybe you can tell us about your investment approach.
Yes, I want to say that Armenian startups, they always register in US, Delaware, because of for future investments, it's very important. International investors should know the laws and like regulations which startup is connected. So Armenian startup founders always register in Delaware from first day. I invest mainly Armenian startups, but I invest also in French startup, and I also invest in Netherlands-based VC fund. So I believe on co-investment and bridge investment will bring the knowledge and finance together to support the startups better.
So you have an international approach. Do you have any guidelines when you see a company and then I'm going to invest, like a certain pattern, or let's say, is there something that particularly interests you before you invest?
Yes, it's very interesting approach how to do it because I'm a member of Angel Group. The main flow is coming through the pipeline from Angel Group. They do the initial due diligence, and more or less it's like a checkup startup, and then you have to decide it which industry you are more interested in, or which startup you can support more, because I believe that angel investment is not only about money, but also it's about the support, how you can bring the startup value, not only money.
So not only money, also support in knowledge and network, for example.
Yes, for example, imagine it is quantum computing startup, and I'm not from this industry. What value I can bring to this startup? I can bring my network that I hope in the future will be more international, because quantum computing is so deep tech. It's so difficult topic in the world. Maybe there are only 200 people understanding really about this topic. You can't be expert in each deep tech industry. So I hope that my network is the main power to support the startups.
Ani, and you're now at the World Economic Forum. I mean, what is the reason why you're here in Switzerland?
I've been in September, a very nice event, and everybody starts talking about Davos. Are you coming to Davos? I say, wow, can I come? Say yes, of course. So it was very interesting to understand what's going on. This is my first time visiting here. I keep
first time at the WEF.
Yes, first time in a World Economic Forum, and I have interesting events registered, and I hope I will meet angel investors from different parts of the world, and we can share our knowledge, our network, our approach. I believe that people should come together to find a powerful way to support startups better. So alone sitting in Armenia, or everybody, if they invest only in their local startups, will not bring this overall power of growing innovation. So I hope that I will meet fellows from different countries.
Tell us about your exit. You did an exit in the past. Tell us about it.
Yes, it is interesting story about company who was doing cybersecurity, and in the world there was a huge problems of phishing.
Like
Once
phishing emails?
phishing emails, and my brother has this problem. Somebody hack his email, and they write all the friends email and asking for money. And my brother received in New York, he was in New York, received a call from his friend. He said, is it enough $800 to send to you? Do you need more? And my brother said, no, do not do it. it's hacked my email. So I personally, from my family, I know this is a real problem, and I like to support this startup. And I invest with my friends in this startup, direct investment, and they come up with a very practical solution for these DMARC technologies they use. And there was offer to exit the startup when US-based, New York-based company, they VC wants to buy my shares. And it was very comfortable because the startup founders negotiate all the deal for me. I had nothing to do, and they come up with a very nice offer that I was not able to reject.
Wow.
So while they raised Series A, I sold my.
And how long was the process like from investment to exit? Like how long was the period?
It was 3 years.
3 years. So that was like a perfect exit, so to speak, right?
Yes, it's. I was told this was the biggest exit in up to that time in Armenian startup ecosystem.
Wow.
We did in 3 years 20x
20x.
exit.
Wow. Very successful. So, and is like, would you be able to repeat that as well in the future? Like if you, is that also the goal for you?
Actually, yes, there are some startups are doing extremely good, but unfortunately, the world doesn't know much about Armenia. They will be very good startups and more unicorns in coming years, and I'm sure there will be big events in Armenia supporting ecosystem, and a lot of international investors can come and participate in these events.
Yeah, so in the future, Armenia is going to be on the map. You have a great investment culture, innovative companies, tech companies to invest. Ani, with BANA Angels, your investment club, you're doing a lot for the investment community in Armenia. Maybe you can tell us about your current projects at the moment.
Yes, we start 2 years ago investing tours, we call it, and we invite investors all over the world to come to participate, to understand what's going on this small country. So in October and May, we have an investor tour by BANA Angels, and there is also in October, there is a big IT conference and exhibition called Digitech, and last year we have about 60 investors from 12 countries to come to Armenia, and they was pleasantly surprised that how Armenia is already doing very good. In the tour, the investors can visit unicorns that we have, Pixart office, Service Titan office, and also doing cross cultural, and they meet each other from different countries. Not
So
only they
border investments.
yes, also they met in Armenia with other countries' investors, not only local Armenians angel investors, but they meet each other in Armenia.
So Armenia, a great place for the investment community, the global investment community to meet, exchange, and build new ventures and companies.
Yes, this is our dream that we will be a nice spot for angel investors to come and to meet each other and maybe co-invest together.
Can you tell us about the AI factory that is being built now in Armenia at the moment?
Yes, it's one of the biggest news in Armenia, and we're extremely motivated because NVIDIA announced the building AI factory, which will use the most innovative chips that they will going to use in this AI factory. It will give the country the best technology available, and imagine startup ecosystem they can leverage and utilize all these technologies, and not only Armenia but neighboring country are going to use this technology, so we can be the epicenter, the core of the technologies that we are going to spread and bring value to the world.
Wow. So NVIDIA, now major company investing in Armenia to boost Armenia and continue to build the economy. That's really amazing. So what kind of effect is that going to have also on Armenia if these big companies now are investing also maybe for other industries?
Yes, it's of course it will be big construction, and a lot of new jobs will be open, and the overall knowledge of the technology will rise, because Armenia, as I told you, is landlocked country. We can't export anything. Whatever we produce, for example, agricultural product, it's always it's difficult because there is no much transportation available. But digital products are the products we can easily export it and help the economy to grow fast.
Ani, thank you so much for the conversation. It's been a real pleasure. I wish you all the best, all the success, nothing less, and enjoy your time here in Davos.
Thank you very much for inviting. It's going to be very interesting, I'm sure.